Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. Today is Tuesday. Pretty sure, yeah. So it's maybe the 4th of December, I think. One of those days. And so hopefully this video will get up today because it's been a couple of days. And then I know I'll have one on Thursday because that's luck of the draw. So I just wanted to chit chat for a minute and show you what I've been doing. I am supposed to be starting, and don't mind me, I just got out of the shower. So this is what I look like when I get out of the shower. This is what you're getting right now. I didn't want to take the time to put on any makeup because I put on clothes. Then I'm going to get back in my jammies. It's jammy day today. I'm off and I have crochet and gift wrapping to do. But I got dressed for you, so there. How about that? I didn't want to be jammy video day. But, you know, that could be a good idea, right? But after I'm done with this, I'm going to be wrapping gifts. And I'm going to do it in my jammies because they're comfy. But over the weekend, it was a busy weekend. There was a lot going on. And I wanted to start a test pattern that I'm supposed to be making. But a friend called and said her friend has a grandchild, I think, that a 6-year-old little boy who has brain tumors, and he had a brain tumor, or a couple, I think, and they did what they had to do for him, and he was better, and he rang the bell, and life was good, and he went for a 3-month checkup, and the tumors are back. So he has to go through all of that all over again. And she said, could you make him a hat? It's cold here, you know, it's northern Ohio, it's getting colder, and he's going to lose his hair. I don't know if they're surgically, you know, they're going to operate and he's going to shave his head, or if it's going to be chemo related. I don't know any of the details, but she said, could you make this little boy a hat? And purple is his favorite color, and he's 6 and he's tiny, so I have no idea what size hat to make. So I YouTube it, and you know, I come up with a tutorial for a cute hat, and so I'm going to follow the tutorial, and the tutorial, which I will link because I forgot to write it down anyway, but I will link it anyhow, to the designer. She made like a mic hat, you know, from Animals Inc. or not, no, Monsters Inc. She made a mic hat, and anyway, she did double crochet. Well, I did that, and the double crochet was, you know, I had big holes in it. If you like stretched it out at all. I want this to be warm for him because it's wintertime here. So I followed a tutorial, which I will also find and link in the description box below, on how to do a new stitch that I had not heard of before, like really a week ago. I think it was just like meant to be. I've never heard of this or seen this stitch, but it's called a linked double crochet. And I actually saw it on, I think, Facebook or TikTok. And but I found a tutorial, and that's what I learned. That's what I did this with. So this, and then that changes everything with the hat. The linked double crochet is a little bit, it's a tighter stitch. And it did not give me this, even though I used the same size hook as the hat tutorial, it did not give me the same size. So the hat was too small. Originally with the double crochet, I thought it was going to be too big because she said he's 6, but he's tiny. So I pulled it out from the double crochet, and I did it with the joined and or the linked double crochet, and it was like almost preemie, no, new, definitely toddler size at the best. So then I did it again and added another row of increases, and I made it longer, a row or two longer than what the tutorial had said. And so I was kind of using the tutorial as a recipe or a guide, as we say. And then I wanted it to be different than Mike because it's purple. So anyway, this is what I ended up with. I think he looks like a little robot, and I just think he's so cute. And I'll go over all the yarns that I used in a minute. Actually, I guess this eyebrow's a little close, but that's okay. It kind of gives him a little smirky look on his face, and I just think he's adorable. And I hope that he fits. I tried it on my 8-year-old niece, and it was too small for her. It was not too big around, but it was too short, but she had a ponytail in. So I think it'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay. And I used, well, I'll go over all the yarns in a minute because I finished this one and I thought, oh, it's Christmas time. So let's do this. So then I did a Grinch. Now the Grinch is bigger. So I hope he's not too big because I was afraid the purple one would be too small. So I added some length to this one. And I thought, if anything, he could roll it up in the back if it's too long. And maybe, oh, I forgot a string. I sewed in so many strings that I forgot the one in the middle. So anyway, I did the Grinch. And the same designer has, she uses like a basic hat tutorial. And then you can make all these different designs on them. And she tells you how to do it. Mine isn't perfect. The Grinch isn't perfect. She does embroidery. I did surface crochet for the facial features. Just because that's what I did. I mean, he's not a perfect Grinch, but he's okay. I think, you know, I just wanted to add some fun to a hat for the little boy. I don't even know his name, but I hope he enjoys these. And this one was much faster to make because I already had figured out how many stitches and all of that I wanted to do. And this one is made with a cotton yarn, where the other is acrylic. But not the features. The features are all different. So what did I use? All the white, any white, is just yarn from Dollar Tree. On the robot looking one, the purple one, he's got silver sparkle yarn, and this is Big Twist. It's a Big Twist, the Big Twist Twinkle, I think. But this won't go against his skin, so it doesn't matter. Like, you really don't feel the metallic in it, but it doesn't go against his skin anyway. So I wouldn't have done metallic against his skin. The purple itself this was gifted to me from Angela at My Precious Yarnery. She'll also be linked in the description box below. It is so soft. It is softly baby. It's like a 3.5. They say it's a DK worsted, I think is what I think that's what they call it on the website. It's like a 3 worsted or something. But it's really, really soft. It's thinner than a 4, but it is kind of thick for a 3. So that also didn't help with my sizing issue. But I loved the yarn, and thank you so much, Angela, because this, not only is it my favorite color of purple, it's great purple for a little boy, and it came in, it was the perfect, I was going through all my yarn, and I'm like, no, that one's too light, because I have granddaughters, there's no boys, and I mean, this is my favorite purple, but I don't crochet much for myself, and I tend to go with the pastel-y colors most of the time. So anyway, that was perfect. I was real excited to have that. The blue that I used was Mainstay from On His Eyes. That's just a scrap. I just kind of rated my scraps for that stuff. And then the green yarn was Sugar Whale Cotton in the color Mint Tea. I know it's not the perfect Grinch green, but it was a very nice soft. I have like neon greens, but they're a little rougher, and I didn't want that. I was sacrificing color for texture and softness. And that's way softer than the neon colors that I have, which would have been, or like the lime green colors that I have that would have been more Grinch greeny colors. I wanted softer, and so I went with the cotton. I didn't have any Softly Baby in the neon green, but that would have been a good choice. I would use that again in 100 times for baby hats, or and it's acrylic, so there's no, texture, allergy things. And then the yellow eyes, I used Hobie Amigo, and I don't know the color because they don't tell you colors; they only have numbers. It's number 36. It's a Friends yarn, so it's number 36 on the Friends yarn, which means that you can get it in different sizes, and any number 36 that has the Friends on it, the hands, will all be the same color. I love this yellow. It's a very nice yellow. It might be like lemon drop or something, I don't know. And this is acrylic, and this is a 3-weight. I held it double or triple for the eyes, and I thought it was perfect. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was perfect. So that is what I did. Those are 2 finished objects that I'm real excited to not only have done, but to have made. I needed to get them done, and I'm sorry, Anita, that I did not start the test kit to get these done, but I'm seeing my friend tomorrow night, and so I had to get them done so I wanted to make 4. That ain't happening by tomorrow night, because I do work. I don't work today, but I worked yesterday. We had the football game at my brother-in-law's house on Sunday. On Saturday, we had a family emergency, and so a lot of the day was taken up with that. So I did this in between all of that stuff, and I had to work Saturday night. So at my side casino job, so I didn't have time to make 4, nor did I have time to start the other pattern, the test pattern, but that will be my next main focus. But I did also start, and I am so happy with this that I wanted to show you. Again, Angela from My Precious Yarnery designed a Boggy Creek Christmas blanket for us, and I've been dying to get it on the hook, and I got it. I'm pulling my yarn out here, hold on. That was my main focus. I wanted to get this done, or at least in working order, after I had finished some other stuff, whatever I did, I don't remember. But anyway, oh, that's the yarn. Let me just take all the yarn out, and then nothing's on the floor being trapped. How about that? Okay, there we go. There, we'll put it all up here. But anyway, Angela had designed this blanket for Boggy Creek, and it's got what she calls a raspberry stitch, which is really kind of cool. It gives you the popcorn look, but it's different. And she did a great job. She's got a tutorial. I'll have that all linked in the description. I'm going to pull out my stitches in the description box below, but this is what mine's looking like. She just did the red and green with the white in between the bobbles, 3 rows of, I think it's half double crochet, and I loved it. But then I had this yarn. This is what's attached to my project. This is a Dreamweaver yarn. You know, that yarn I can't get anymore, but that I think is Mill Ends to Red Heart. And I had this in this Christmas colorway, and so I wanted to add it. So I'm just going to go green, red, variegated, green, red, variegated, and that's how I'm going to make it work. Or I might go variegated, then the white, then variegated, then red, then green, and do it out. We'll decide when I get there. So I have a couple more rows of the raspberry stitch and then the white, and then I have to make my final decision. So I'm not quite sure. What do you guys think? I almost pulled that darn stitch out. Okay, make a big loop because I didn't put a stitch marker in, which is what I love to usually do. So should I go variegated red green like the reverse, mirror image the other half, or should I just repeat the green, then the red, then the variegated, and end it on the variegated? My original thought was green, red, variegated, green, red, variegated, but I kind of like the mirroring idea. I don't know. So let me know in the comments below what you think. But this is going to be my next main focus is this blanket. I'm really enjoying it, and I think it's coming out great. I think I will have to put a border on it because some of my edges are not coming out as good as I'd like. So I'm using that variegated as the mainstay, is the Dreamweaver yarn. And then this green that I'm using is also a Dreamweaver yarn. And the white is a Craft Smart Value. And they're all acrylic, like the house brand kind of thing. And the red is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the color is red. So that's what I'm making, and I'm real excited to get those, to get this blanket on the hook. I was thrilled to finally get to that. I had finished something. God, I can't remember what it was I finished. I have all of my squares finished. I had made circles into squares for a Boggy Creek blanket that I'm ghost stitching for Laura, and all those squares are done. And I'm then decided to add smiley faces to them, so that's in process. But I'm putting that on the back burner. I don't have to add smiley faces to all of them if I get to the point that I'm not going to have time. So that's okay. There was another big project down there. My luck of the draw is going well, and I'll show you that on Thursday's video, so I'm not going to pull it up, but I'm going to make that video here in a few minutes when this one is done. And there was another, my granddaughter's sweater. I haven't touched it, honestly. I broke everything, broke all the rules. I wasn't going to start anything new until I finished some of my old, but this, the hats were special. So, and I was already committed to the Christmas blanket. Even though I hadn't started it, but that is my New Year's resolution. No new cals, no new projects until I get other things done. I really kind of want to have that sweater done for my granddaughter for Christmas. Don't know if that's going to happen. But the Boggy Creek blankets don't have to be done before Christmas. So, but I do want to get the test pattern has to be done. So that's going to be next. Then Ari's shirt. And in the meantime, I can work on the squares and the, when I have time. Otherwise, I'm going to be in crunch time next month to get everything put together. But like I said, all of the squares don't have to have faces on them on that blanket. And I'm not going to stress. They're blankets, and we're going to do Boggy Creek again next year. So, but I think I'll be done with them mostly. I know one thing that I do want to do next year. I'm semi-committed to doing this, is that I want to do a Boggy Creek blanket every month and just use themed but scraps, probably mostly, or a lot of. We'll see how that goes, because I have big things of scraps that I could probably do that with. So that is the one thing I think I want to commit to, or at least semi-commit to, is one Boggy Creek themed, I don't know what January's color scheme could be. Winter maybe. And then February do something pink, pinks and reds for Valentine's Day, and March would be green for St. Patrick's Day, and April and May pastels, or whatever, whatever kind of thing like that. I think that's kind of what I want to do, and that's it. That's where I'm at right now. That's what I've worked on over the weekend. I know for sure I'll see you guys on Thursday for Boggy Creek. Luck of the Draw, Boggy Creek edition. I will not be in Zoom, not Zoom. Oh my goodness gracious, the words are just not there. I'm playing Jan today, my Alaskan crafter. I will not be on the Boggy Creek blanket unveiling tomorrow, Wednesday. This might even come up on Wednesday, I don't know. But I will not be there because we had dinner and show tickets. So I won't be able to make it, sorry. But I will watch the replay, so I will see everybody's blankets. And thanks so much for donating them. I have blankets here. Donna and Naomi, I am sorry, it'll have to be the next week before I can show them. I apologize. But they are beautiful because I've looked at them and I can't wait to share them all. But that'll be next week. I will be there, I swear to God. I promise. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, returning. I appreciate that so much. You guys mean more to me than you know. I'm sorry that I have been away for a few days. It's just been it's hectic around here, and I'm working a lot of extra on another one, on one of my jobs. But then I'll be off at Christmas, so that's why I'm doing it now. Push now, so that I'll have 2 weeks off at Christmas time, or closer to Christmas time. So that's it. That's all I got for you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.